friends, Crystal here from Homemaking on the Homestead, and in today's video I am going to show you what I'm going to do with one rotisserie chicken. My plan at this point, as you can see, I haven't started yet. That's what I'm about to do. But my plan at this point is to turn this into 3 meals for my husband and I. 3 different dinners, and I am sure that there is going to be leftovers, so it's going to be interesting to see how many meals and how many days does this $5 rotisserie chicken last. I purchased this one at Costco, and I've always been happy with their rotisserie chickens, and for the price, they're usually somewhere between 4 and 5 pounds, and for the price, it's just, I think it's an amazing deal, and they're so versatile, and there's so much that you can do with them. So come along with me today while I show you what my plan is. This is the bone, the skins, and everything left over, and I'm not done with this yet. So hang on tight, I'll be showing you what I'm going to do with that. I got almost 8 cups of chicken from that rotisserie chicken. Before I get started on my meals, I am going to turn those chicken bones into chicken stock with my Instant Pot. I have a video that I show how I do this in a little bit more detail. A while back we had pork ribs, and I saved the bones from that, and I'm just going to throw a few of those in there. I have done it many times, obviously without that, but I just want to use the bones that I have saved for this. So you can mix different types of meat bones together to create broth. It really depends on what you want, but if you're just working with the rotisserie chicken, just do it as I pointed out. The recipe is below in the description box, along with the link to my other video showing you how to do it. Now that the vegetables are soft, I am going to add this bag of Southern style hash browns. It's a 1.5 pound bag. You could use fresh potatoes and chop them up if you want. This is just kind of a quick shortcut that I'm using. I have some still partially frozen chicken stock that I previously made. You can use store-bought, or you can wait for the chicken stock in the Instant Pot to finish. It's about 4 cups, and I am going to add that now to the soup. I'm going to put the lid on and let the rest of this defrost. I'm going to let this simmer and cook up those potatoes until they're soft. While the potatoes are cooking, I am going to grate up some cheddar cheese. That's about 3 cups. I don't really measure when I make these kind of soup recipes, so we'll see if I think that's enough when it comes time to add it. Now that the potatoes are soft, I'm going to add about 2 heaping cups of the chopped chicken. I'm going to begin to add milk because the soup is super thick and I want more kind of a chowdery type of soup. So I'm going to just add a little bit of milk and stir until I feel like I have the right consistency. If you end up adding too much milk, don't worry, just kind of mash up some of the potatoes and that will help thicken it up. And if it's still too thick, just keep adding milk. Now that's looking pretty good to me, so I am going to start adding my cheese. That's looking really good. I have my burner on medium low so that it just heats and melts. At this point, I haven't added any extra spices yet, so I'm going to do a taste test and see what it might need. Well, it definitely needed some salt and a good amount of pepper, and I'm going to put in some granulated garlic. You can put in whatever spices you like and do it to your own personal tastes. This pot of cheesy chicken chowder is now done. Chicken taco spaghetti is a great one-pot meal. You're going to need about 2 heaping cups of your chicken, or a third of your chicken chopped up. You'll need about a cup of salsa, a nice heaping half cup of sliced olives, a diced onion. I had probably a medium-sized, and I used maybe half of that, and a generous cup of frozen corn. And you're going to be needing 3 cups of that broth that we made earlier. My broth had been refrigerated, and I was able to get the fat that kind of formed at the top. I removed as much as I could, and then I started measuring. As you can see, my broth is very gelled, so I was kind of just having to go for approximate, but 3 cups. And then in my Dutch oven, I put a little oil and started cooking up the onion until it was soft and had kind of browned. Added the corn, the salsa, the olives, and 3 tablespoons of taco seasoning, which is comparable to a packet, a little salt, some garlic, and my chicken broth. And as soon as it heats up, it liquefies really, really fast. And I stirred all that up. And brought it to a boil. At that point, I added my chicken, and now I'm going to add about 6 ounces of angel hair pasta. You could use regular spaghetti if you want. I just happen to prefer angel hair. And we're going to bring that to a boil and cook it for the amount of time needed for your spaghetti to cook. And at that point, it will absorb most all of that liquid. Because my measurement was off, I might have had a little extra liquid. I turn off the heat, and then I'm going to top it with some Mexican blend cheese. You could use any cheese you want, your favorite. Put the lid on and wait until it melts. And there you go. This dish is really good. It's cheesy, it's got lots of flavor to it, and we really enjoyed it. For my third and final meal for this rotisserie chicken, I have a little over 2 cups. I kind of took the chicken at the beginning and just divided it by 3 equal parts, and that kind of gave me 2 heaping cups. So this is what I have left. I am going to make with these sweet potatoes, some barbecue sauce, a little bit of onion. I am going to make a barbecue chicken sweet potato casserole. I am now going to drizzle this with olive oil, a good coating of it, and season it. Some of my favorite seasonings. Salt's always the starter. I'm going to add some of my garlic and herb seasoning that I get at Costco. I really like this stuff. But you can add whatever your favorite seasonings are. And a little seasoning salt. Now I'm going to roast this in a 425-degree oven until the sweet potatoes are tender and maybe a little golden brown. The first thing I'm going to do with my chicken is season it with some salt and pepper and a little bit more of my garlic herb seasoning. And now I'm going to add some barbecue sauce, my favorite, Sweet Baby Ray's, but you can use whatever barbecue sauce you would prefer. Since I'm just putting this casserole together, I don't have a measurement, but I'm going to say, you know, I'll start with maybe a 1/4 cup and then decide if I want to add more. And I am going to add more because I want it to be well coated. So just use your own discretion on how much so it looks like it's well coated. Those cooked for about 4 minutes at 425. Now I'm going to take my barbecue chicken and I'm going to mix that in there. I have already turned off my heat because I don't think it's going to require more heat. But I'm going to mix this up and put it back into the oven and just let it sit there a little bit and heat everything up. I ended up turning the heat up a little bit more just to make sure that it was nice and hot and all the flavors had blended. So, you know, it's been about another 10 minutes in there and it is nice and hot. And there you have it. Barbecue chicken sweet potato casserole. I'm going to serve this with a salad and that's going to be dinner. I have to say that this tasted really good. Again, there was a whole lot of flavor in it, and we really enjoyed it that night. Okay, guys, those were my 3 meals, and the first 2 for sure lasted us each 2 nights, and I'm pretty certain that this one's going to last us for 2 dinners as well. So from one $5 rotisserie chicken, I made the 3 meals that you just saw, and it fed us for 6 nights. I'd say that's a pretty good bargain for my $5 chicken. Alright guys, that is all for this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you try any of these recipes, please come back and let me know and tell me what you think. And if you do other exciting things with your rotisserie chickens or your whole baked chickens, let me know that too. I would love to hear what you do. Alrighty, I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.